Yes, sir.
Lunch break, special herbs, fries and a sandwich. Unleashed on the city. Maximize damage on lookers all famished.
Story time. I used to have this job, and it was a great job. It was awesome. It was one of those jobs where, like, I got it through an agency, and it was one of those, like, hey, you can work here for like 3 months, and then you can get hired within the company. And I'm like, bet, right? Because I've been working with this agency now for a while, and every job that they say something like that happens after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, nothing happens. This job, something happens, right? Overtime was great, everything. Pay, awesome, everything. Distance from home, all that, great, perfect, boom. Those are things you look for as an adult. It's like, all right, look, how far do I gotta drive? How much gas am I gonna be taking up? And is this gonna be worth it? Because if I'm getting paid this, I don't wanna be driving those 30 minutes down the road, right? So good to go, job's going great. Easy peasy. I know exactly what I'm doing every day when I'm there. I know what's happening. I'm cool with my coworkers. They like me because I work. Like, we're good, right? Everything's good. And one day I'm at work and I got this tote. You know, it was like a place, like a perfume cologne place, and they got, you know, things filled up all over, you know, with totes, and you gotta pick them up with the forklift and move them on, right? Move them on to the mix, and then you drop them off and they mix them up, right? So I do this every day. I do the same thing every day. I do this all day, every day. Like, this is one of those jobs, right? But it's easy. It's fun. I can do it. I got it. Boom. I get in there one day. I'm doing this tote. And I'm doing the tote. And I don't know what's happening. I guess I wasn't thinking. Maybe I got sidetracked with something. Who knows, right? Dropping off the tote. I do the same thing every day. I go to drop off this tote. Now, the tote was a bigger tote. Like, they got the small ones, and then they got like these medium ones, and then they got these big ones, right? So I picked up a big one. Now, the big one that I picked up was full to the brim, right? Like, when I moved, like when I inched it up like a zing, when I hit him with the zing, the thing said, and then, you know, some of the liquid fell out at the top, but it's okay because they, you know, they already know what's going on in here. Okay, boom, bet. So I go on, I move this tote, I bring it into the mixing area. And when I bring it into the mixing area, I hit the corner too close. So I hit this corner, and this tote takes a fall. It, boom! And it was like one of those things, like in slow motion. Like, I'm seeing it in my head, like, oh shit, like I fucked up. And it's falling. And I'm like, whoa. And then the guy, the mixer, he's in there, and it's like slow motion for him too. He's like, and I'm looking, and this thing hits the ground, and it floods.
I am under the water. Please help me.
It floods everywhere. Everywhere. Not like, oh yeah, it's a little spill. Like, oh, you spilled the tote. Like, no. I spilled a big-ass tote, and it spilled everywhere. So now, I'm standing in this little corner, and I'm like, oh shit. What just happened? Did I do that? Like real Steve Urkel, like, wait, was that me that did that? Oh shit, that was me. Like, I was having an out-of-body experience. Like, wait, I'm looking at myself do this, and I'm just like, damn, that nigga's tripping. But it was me. I'm the nigga. I did that shit. They're like, hey man, you need to get out of here. So I get out of there, and they call all, like, they had, like, this is one of them jobs, they got like a mean safety team. So they call the safety team on the thing, on a siren. The siren starts going off in the building. Wow, wow. Whole building's going crazy. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? So they step out the door, they're stepping into liquid because I flooded the place. It's flooded. I'm talking like it's everywhere. This stuff is everywhere. And I'm just like, yo, like this is my fault. And they're just like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. You know, we gotta bring the safety team in. This is what's happening. This is not okay. Boom, just get out, leave. Okay, I get out, I leave. And it's one of those things, like, as you close the door, everything goes silent. But if I were to open up the door, you just hear all the commotion. Wow, wow, whoa, what's going on? Get this, whoa, get this, whoa, get out. And I close the door, boom. Silence. I'm standing there, and my supervisor comes over to me, and he's like, why don't you take the night? Because I work the second shift. Why don't you take the night? just take the night. This is crazy. We might have to call off work for the third shift people tonight because we're gonna have to deal with this. It was a mistake. I get it. Go home. Okay. So I go home, and immediately I got in my car and I sparked my blunt that I had on the way to work because I'm fired. Like, I already know this is how. Like, I'm fired. There's no way that they're gonna keep me here. Like, I'm gonna get fired. That's gonna happen. I spilled a big ass toad. It flooded. The safety team is out here. Everybody's out here. This is crazy. I'm gonna get fired. And lo and behold, the next day they call me and they're like, look, Andrew, we were gonna hire you, but we can't do that now. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. I already know. And so I wouldn't even it wasn't like a no hard feelings thing. I was just like, look, it sucks, but that's what's happening. I get fired. And I had a homie that worked with me there. And he told me 3 months after I was done working there, I'm with an agency, so I just got another job from them. And I'm like, hey, man, how are things going over at, the other job? And he's like, look, bro, you're famous. And I'm like, famous? What are you talking about? Famous? How? What do you mean? I'm not famous. I'm just Andrew. What do you mean? He's like, yo, your accident is now on a safety video at work. I'm like, word? He said, bro, your accident is one of the main videos on there now for safety and everything on the forklift. I'm like, oh shit, I made an impact at this place, right? Look, things got crazy in there. It got real, but I made an impact. Whether I got fired or not, I made an impact in there. Now, see, what y'all need to do is you need to give me my residuals, okay? I need that money, all right? Because y'all didn't authorize me before you put me on that video. You just go ahead and put me on a video. I would have let you put me on a video regardless, but I needs my money.
Lunch break, special herbs, fries and a sandwich. Unleashed on the city. Maximize damage on lookers all famished. These guys is